Welcome back to Overland Florida, everybody. I'm Kevin, and today Jillian Goose and I are camping just south of West Palm Beach in Florida. We got a spot right here on the water, but today this video is going to be about our 12-volt refrigerator. So for this camping trip, we brought along our SetPower 80-quart refrigerator, and it's a pretty large refrigerator at 80 quarts. The average one that people probably usually buy are between 35 and 50 quarts. But 80 is a really good size, especially if you're doing like an extended vacation, extended road trip. You don't have to make a lot of stops for groceries, and just having the extra space is nice. On the downside is it takes up a lot of room. So if it was inside our camper, it does take up a lot of room in there. We actually transported it in the open bed of the truck, and since then at the campground we kind of just keep it underneath the camper. And even though it's been outside, it's been really good at keeping its temperature and did not get really hot, didn't overheat in the bed of the truck, especially in the Florida sun. So here's the refrigerator. It is dual zone, and as you can see right here, we are maintaining approximately 34 degrees. And like I said, even though it's black, even though we're out here in the sun, it's on the asphalt right here, it has no problem keeping up and maintaining power and its coolness. This side right here we have down for the freezer, got some waters in there. Over here we do have food for cooking and some leftovers from cooking last night. Since it is dual zone, you can have one freezer, one refrigerator. You can have two freezers, you can have two refrigerators. You can adjust the temperature all the way down to like -4 degrees, I believe, all the way up to, you know, whatever you need. But you can keep these all the way down to freezing, where it'll freeze water bottles. They're really good refrigerators. And this one does run off either 12 volts. So right here, there's a 12-volt socket. So you can run it off of a car, off of a battery bank. It comes with an adapter right here, so you can run it off of an extension cord. That's what makes the 12-volt refrigerators pretty nice. So right here in the bed of the truck, I do have a 12-volt, actually it's right over here. I have a 12-volt socket right there, so I can put the refrigerator in the bed of the truck, run it off the power of the truck. And over here, for emergencies, I do have a power bank charging with solar panel right now. It has a 12-volt socket on there, so I can run the refrigerator off the shore power at the campsite, this battery bank, or the pickup truck. So I shouldn't have any issue running into an issue. I shouldn't have any issue running into a problem where I won't have a way to power the refrigerator. So once you realize that you do end up needing a 12-volt refrigerator and you start looking, you go on Amazon, there is a whole rabbit hole of 12-volt refrigerators. There's so many makes, so many models now on the market. And I just want to show you guys, a lot of the companies use the same compressors, the same components. So really what you need to do is you need to look for a company that has really good customer service. I've owned throughout the years approximately 5 of these refrigerators. They have sent them to me in the past. I do give some of them away to friends. I do sell some of the ones that stack up in my garage that I don't really have a need for. And all of the refrigerators that I've either given away or resold to people, they're all still working just fine. I had one issue probably about 2 years ago with a SetPower refrigerator. They sent it to me. It was dual zone, but only one of those zones was actually working. The LCD screen was not lighting up. I sent them a message. They had no problem sending me a whole new refrigerator replacement. And I think that's really what this day and age, when you're looking to buy things, you really want to stick with a company that has really good customer service. Because like I said, a lot of these compressors, a lot of components, once you start looking at all the different brands on Amazon and other online stores, you realize they are really similar, and that's because they're all the same products. So like I said, SetPower, I've never had an issue outside of that one incident, and they took care of it ASAP. They sent me a refrigerator, I want to say within like 3 or 4 days. It was actually arrived at my house, and like I said, I have nothing wrong to say with them. There are so many brands, and you really have to ask yourself a couple questions. Do you need a refrigerator just to last a few weeks or a month? Are you doing a really epic road trip across the country and you plan on just using the refrigerator just for that? It's something that would be nice to have, not having to deal with ice. Are you getting into car camping? Are you getting into overlanding? And this is something you're gonna do for a few years? Or do you want a really nice quality refrigerator that's gonna last you 10 plus years? And that's where SetPower comes in. Their refrigerators are priced right. You know, they're right there in the middle. You're not gonna be spending $1,000 to get a 55, 60 quart refrigerator. This one is actually 80 quart. I think this is the largest refrigerator that they make that I'm aware of. And it comes in just under 600 bucks. If you're gonna go to a higher end brand, you're gonna be spending probably $1,200, $1,300 for one of the refrigerators. So save yourself some money, especially if this is something you're only gonna be doing for, you know, maybe 1 to 5 years. has no problem sitting on the shelf in the garage in the heat and the dust. You pull that thing off the shelf, wipe it down, put it back in the car, use it for your next road trip, and it's gonna fire right up. So here's the refrigerator one last time. You got a nice grab handle right here. It's all plastic. It's kind of like the roto mold that you'd get from like a cooler these days. All LCD readout. Adjusting the temperature is really easy. Plus minus, plus minus. There is a setting. You do have a max cool, and there is the eco mode. If you have this plugged into a battery bank and you're trying to save power, you can switch it over to the battery or to the eco mode. Of course, you got your power on and off button. I don't want to sit here and just read off a bunch of nomenclature about the refrigerator. So if you guys are genuinely interested in this, in the description below will be a link to not only SetPower, but this model refrigerator where you can read up on the information about it. So hope this helps you guys in some of your decision making on purchasing a 12-volt refrigerator. I'm gonna get back to walking goose. So you guys have a good time, and I'll see you guys later.